What's up, everyone? Let's jump right into it. David Goggins, the well known motivator, is now being accused of being a deadbeat, or as they call it, an absentee dad. However, he's fighting back and he's talking about this on the open and telling people that he's not. Fair use.
To give you all context, I have to give you context first because y'all know what the fuck's going on. So it can't hurt me. I talk about my daughter. I don't talk a lot about her because guess what? She didn't ask to be where I am. So I ain't talk a lot about her. She came out on, she's done a couple things, one on Facebook a few years ago. She did something on Reddit, and she just did something here about a week ago on TikTok. Y'all can get your phone. Her name is Jade M. Goggins. You may not have any context about it, but go to Jade M. Goggins and look it up. Basically, what she does is she calls me an absent father. She's never seen me before, doesn't know who I am, type of shit. That's how it makes it look, which is a fucking lie. She did something in 2018 on Facebook saying I was a deadbeat dad. She did something on Reddit with more deadbeat dad shit. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to explain this if you guys even want to hear it, but you asked me a question. So I'm going to try my best to put it in as much context as I can. Me and her mom got divorced when she was about 1 year old. Her mom thought I was her soulmate. Her mom cannot stand me, period, she pretty much made my daughter hate me. I was in her life until she was about 15, and I will try to explain what happened. And I don't like talking without proof. So let me back up for a second. As far as the deadbeat dad thing goes, all that shit started, obviously, when people do that, they want to hurt you. There's been videos out there about me being a deadbeat dad. People who don't like me, we're very excited to see we got something on the superhero David Goggins. He's not a good father. I wish I could sit up here right now and tell you all, because this is what I like to do. I like to come up here right now and own it. I like to own the fucked up shit in my life. It makes it easier. I come up here, I tell you all as a fucking deadbeat dad, I didn't see my daughter, I'm a piece of shit. What are y'all gonna say then? Nothing. Exactly. So I can't say that to you all because this bullshit. I've never one time attacked my daughter. I've never one time attacked my ex-wife. I've seen this stuff for years. People have made videos on me. That's my daughter. No matter how the fuck she doesn't like me, that is my fucking daughter.
TikTok.
Andre.
KaiR, I think that this touches on a very sensitive topic for me, which is being a high achiever, successful person in real life, and then having to balance that with your family. I think there are very few people who have the relationship like Kobe Bryant did with the late Kobe Bryant did with his wife, Vanessa. You have other examples of people who who do make it, who do stay together, and I think that's the main thing, right? You have to be able to stay together and be a team. As soon as you are not together as a parent, you create a situation where the mother needs to take care. Usually it's the mother that needs to take care of the child and will do it by her own. Some people can't do that in a mature way, and they'll start poisoning their children's mind with information about the other parent. And you know what the most the killer is? It's not when a mom or a father says, you know, your mom or your father or your mother is a bad mother or father. It's when it's in the small gestures. It's in the it's in those negative reactions
How do they
that
call it? They call it how do they call it with the minor?
micro
They have a
react.
name. Micro, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's stupidity, but okay.
Yeah, it's
Continue.
those are the most, I mean, it's killing. And you don't have to say the other person is a bad parent, but if you do this every time, the kid will see it,
Yeah.
you know? I don't think that we live in a society anymore where people are, I don't think we are conditioned as younglings to be parents, to be good parents. We're conditioned to be individuals. And
Mm.
unless you are in a household, in a healthy household where you see a good example, you're done for because society is not going to teach you that. Social media is
No.
not going to teach you that. It's not going to teach you what the real meaning is of a relationship. It's not going to teach you, you know, about sacrifice, KR.
No,
And
no one
sacrifice
wants to
means I might feel
sacrifice.
a certain way about the other person, but I need to understand that, you know, it's not only myself here. It's not just me by myself. My kid, it's about my kid, and the kid needs to have a healthy relationship with a parent.
Yeah, I think when it comes to that, in general, people don't know how to, like you said, sacrifice is a big thing. People don't know how to cooperate. Um, Definitely, if someone is hasn't seen that in their household, a dad and a mom cooperate on a healthy level, they won't understand that, which is not rocket science, because if you don't see how that should work, you don't have an example. And making up examples out of thin air, most people cannot do that, creating a ideal working process. um when it comes to David, I've seen the full video. We're not gonna play the full video, but I'm gonna explain a couple of things. um I'm gonna play the second part of his mom though. What happened was, so according to him, um, he has paid. He's seen his daughter up until she was 15. Um, which means, and in actuality, he wasn't absentee. He was there during her uh growing up, because they broke up. So him and the wife broke up when she was 1. So he was there for 14 years. He always paid um,
Child support,
child
or at
support.
least contributed to the household.
Oh, he paid child support. He
Okay.
paid child support to Rick that whole time, to the point. And he said in 2018, or it was 2000, and around the time that when he dropped the book, when he dropped the book was his last year of child support. Right before, so after he dropped the book, he had only 1 year left. Because the book soared and went up, they readjusted his child support from, I think it was like, I think I can't recall the exact number, but it was not a super big number, to like 700,000, a payout of 700,000. So in the last year, RJ, so the last year of his payment, it went up like
A gazillion.
3,000%, gazillion
Yeah.
percent. He paid it. Like, I mean, I mean, that's what the court said that he had to do. He paid it, which is quite crazy if you think about it. In a year, they stretched out. I think they probably used a very weird way of counting. They probably looked at back how much they
Retroactively.
equalized it. I think they equalized it over all those years. So meaning he didn't make that money, but he should have paid it during all that time. It's kind of quite a weird equalization, but it is what it is. He paid it, and even worse, RJ. After that, so he paid 700,000 to the mom and kid without a problem. The kid told him when she was about 15 that she didn't want to see the dad anymore.
The kid.
That's the
The kid.
poisoning. Yeah, that's the poisoning which you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the title, when a daughter takes the role of a bitter ex. The daughter clearly
Mm.
was poisoned, like you said. That's what happened with a lot of times with when the kid is in majority of the custody of the one person. That person, if they're not mature enough and they feel hurt, they'll try to pass that hurt on to the kid, so that the 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 main thing is to hurt the person because they don't have a um, a relationship with the kid.
What would
Well,
you do in that situation? I mean, sometimes I wonder, KR, whether sometimes I wonder what you can
if the
do.
kid doesn't listen to me anymore, um, I'll give him a chance. I'll tell him what happened. What I'll explain everything. You know, I'm a very open communication type of person. You know that from me. Maybe sometimes too open.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
don't. I like transparency. I'll give you the truth. If you don't accept it, I'll cut you off. I'm easy like that because I'm not gonna pain myself if I reach out, and that's the problem with a lot of people. They try to, and that's what they try to do with David as well. The thing is this, RJ. I'm not gonna. I'll reach out. If you slap my hand, guess what? I'm gonna stop reaching out because you clearly made sure that you clearly communicated to me you don't want a relationship with me.
Yeah.
Life is easy. I'm not gonna hurt myself mentally, put myself to through pain, and you don't want a relationship with me. If you want to hang out with your mom
Even
and
if it's a minor.
dude, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. I'll talk to you. I'll talk sense into you. I know how to communicate.
But if the
Again,
mom is
sometimes
not, if the mom, so what you're saying is, notwithstanding the fact that your child is a minor, you would say, okay, you
kids
don't
can
want to.
handle much more. I think people underestimate kids. They can handle much more of truth than people actually give them.
Mm.
Guess what? She's weaponizing your kid against you. You have to counter program. The brain is like a program. If they're inserting a virus into the brain, you have to counter program. If the
Yeah.
this sounds crazy, but that's how
No, but
brains
it's
work.
true.
If you don't counter program and it fails, you have to let go. You get if someone puts a virus on your laptop and you cannot get the virus off, what do you do? Should I keep working on the laptop? I
Yeah.
won't do that.
I mean,
And
yeah,
and
I agree with you on that.
I'll give the
I
kid
agree
another
with you on
chance.
that on an so I agree with you on that on an intellectual level. However, I think that it can be easier said than done once you have a kid.
Man, you
I'll
have to
tell you
make a
why. I'll
choice,
tell you why.
RJ.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the
You know how to
trauma
say
would already be the
you know how to
trauma.
solve it?
Oh,
Get
whiskey.
another kid.
That's what Nick Cannon is doing.
You get another kid. You. The thing is this: the goal of the mom in that situation is to hurt you by breaking the kid off of you.
Mhm.
He's just trying to poison the kid so you don't have a relationship with the kid. Guess what? You get another kid. You build that relationship well. Well, if you're toxic, you'll get in the same situation. So that's a problem by itself. But if you're not
Mm.
toxic, you build that right. And of course, I'll reach again when the kid is an
You'll reach
adult.
out.
I'll reach out again. Explain them everything. If the kid is still on a baby level thinking, which is usually the thing, because a lot of times people don't grow past certain traumas. They just not gonna chastise the kid, but they cannot develop further because they hang out with, I must say it, they hang out with losers and they get loser mentality. The mom is a loser probably, and she's trying to make the kid a loser as well.
I thought you were gonna say another word, not loser.
Palm
Bums.
mother makes palm kids. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm trying to say. So
I know
if you
exactly what you're trying
cannot,
to say. But I'm just
if
saying that I think it's a bit, I think it's
you have to
easier
make a
said than
choice,
done
RJ.
because I can't
You
imagine a situation where the thing is when you and I think that's why a lot of people they they get in a place where they feel stuck because they have a child and they don't want to, and well it's the mom can be the father as well, right? So let's just use parent.
it's the same way. Yeah,
It's the same thing,
it's
but I
the
think
other way around.
but usually we talk about the
It's the
moms
mom.
because it's the moms that have the kid usually, and the
Yes.
moms that ask for child support usually. Yo,
Yes.
when you see, I have to say, it's hilarious when you see women go on platforms and talk about how they have to pay child support and that they don't get it. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we haven't been getting it. We as men haven't been getting it for years, but the law just says that if you earn more, you need to take care of the other one.
That's how
But
it
that's
works.
but usually we talk about we tend to talk usually about the woman the woman because usually the woman has the kid, but it's the parent that there's don't you love your child? If you love your child then you should do that. Wait
That's
a
why
minute, wait a minute, KR, what happened to listen, that needs to work a lot but that helps us. That mess KR, that message really helps. Mom, I know you see mom is busy, but mom is the senior manager at fill in employer. That means that she has a lot of responsibility, but she does it because she loves us. And that messaging, I mean, it will change everything.
are you talking about when
Instead
they're
of mom
together or
doesn't
when
have
they're
time
broken up?
for us.
Oh, you mean when after they broke up? Or are you talking about when they're still together?
Both, but especially
Mm,
after they break up.
yeah. But
And
I think a lot of times
I just think that we don't have you I my opinion is that we don't that's the type of relationships we have nowadays are not you are main, I support you.
yes, but people
You
are
can
hurt.
even
So people losers. I think if you I don't know if you've seen that stand up by Dave Chappelle. He said he doesn't hang out something about he doesn't hang out with poor people because they cannot look past their pain. Something like that. It's the same way with those relationships. They cannot look further than their pain. They think they're gonna hurt you by tearing the kid's relationship with you. They don't care about the kid itself. Hell, you're a millionaire. You can leave the kid an inheritance. after the inheritance, after the relationship, after the future of the kid, let's break it off so that the kid is destroyed forever. The dad takes off the inheritance and the kid is screwed because I'm hurt,
Yeah.
because it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Because this is what happened with David Goggins. I'm pretty sure that kid is never gonna see a dime again. All because of bitterness of the ex, which was
Yeah.
passed on to the daughter.
Yeah.
F the kid's future. Ever. Literally. People don't care. Sometimes I have to ask myself, do people actually care about their kids?
I don't think so.
More than they care about themselves. They don't. They
I don't
don't.
think so. But you know what I see, KaiR? I
But
see.
go, yeah, what you said. Let's continue with regardings, because you said it's easier said than done. But you have to also take into consideration, RJ, when the plane is going down, what do they tell you to do?
Save yourself first.
You gotta put the mask for yourself and then on the kid. Mental
Yeah.
health is a great thing. Popping yourself in the head is not, because of frustration.
That's true.
Continue.
Yeah. So what I do see as KaiR is that, like I said, uh, uh, let me nuance it a bit. I said you don't have the I'm the lead, you assist me. You know, the lead and the support anymore. But it's not entirely, I would say, give people in general the benefit of the doubt. It's not entirely due to the upbringing. I also do think that the cost of living has gone up so much that it's impossible to do so with a salary. At least it's more challenging to do so with a salary, especially because the demands have gone up. The
Yes,
Joneses, what keeping up with the Joneses has gone up. People
yes.
are comparing themselves to content creators that lie to you about their
Scammers.
relationships. They lie to you about their relationships so they record how happy they are. You don't know what the F is as a relationship, because you haven't grown up around a healthy relationship. And even if you have grown up in a healthy household, whether your parents were married or not, because you start comparing it with a fantasy,
Yeah.
you start comparing it with something that's not real. Now you try to hold your partner, your significant other, to a standard that's not feasible.
Yeah, but I think what happens as well, RJ, is the fact that um, I think back in the days people had different. It was the same, but it's just a different source. Right now, people are using um, social media. Back in the days, it was mainly movies. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of w- people, or let's call it women, look at, and I'm talking about the 90s. This movie came out in the 90s, but the Pretty Woman. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Pretty Woman.
Walking down
I
the street, yeah.
don't. I saw it like I don't. Is that
Is
Julia
it?
Roberts?
Yes, Julia Roberts and
Yeah,
Richard. Is it Richard Gere?
Richard Gere, I think. Yeah. Is Richard Gere still alive, by the way?
Richard
He's
Gere
not making
is
movies anymore, I
still
think.
alive. Yes, I don't think he's making movies anymore, but it's yeah, Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Great movie, but it's a
The
fantasy.
original. What's his name? George Clooney.
I don't know if it's original, but he was that dude back then. He was that dude, and that movie was a fantasy where a streetwalker gets into a relationship with a businessman, and it all ends up at the end of the day. At the end, it's still they break up, and he gives her $1, but usually it doesn't. You have a new movie, Baby Girl, that's also in the same kind of level where a high level CEO woman gets into a relationship. It dropped January of 2025, I think, that movie. I haven't watched it in full yet, but I started looking at it. From what I understand, um, CEO woman cheats on her husband with a intern, which is a bad boy. They get into it. At the end, she is her husband forgives her, and they continue their life after the wild adventure. But that's also a fantasy because usually it ends up in divorce, not a forgiving and all that stuff. So I think one of the thing is, I think that the medium of source changed, but there's people are still using fantasies as their reference for relationship, which is kind of quite crazy. But that's what I wanted to add to what you said. But at the end of the day, I do think that, by the way, the mom came up. I'm not going to show the video, but the mom came up. We're going to add the link in the description. Mom came up and read a couple of the original text messages that the girl, the daughter of David, sent to him, and it was clear that she broke off. She broke off the relationship by saying, "I don't want to talk," and she didn't even call him dad. She called him David. It's already a level of separation right there. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. She said, David, I don't want to talk to you anymore after this. We'll never talk again. Boom. And then after that, she accuses him of being an absentee dad. You chose. You chose it.
But was the mom trying to defend her?
No, the David Goggins' mom defended David,
David
not the kid.
Goggins' mom. David
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Goggins'
yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She came up and read a couple of the text messages between the David Goggins and his daughter. And also, don't forget, after all this happened, with your
After all
700,000,
that,
after all that, the 700,000, and before she started trying to defame him, he wanted to give her another 250,000. RJ, like I said, the moms are robbing their own kids. David, he had a friend of him he had a friend confirming the fact that he wanted to give 250 after the 700 which he gave to his daughter at the end of his child support days. He wanted to give him another 250,000. He wanted to give the girl a 250,000 just because. And guess what? She was bashing him, so he was like, okay, hey man, hey man. And by the way, you know what happened with the mom after she got the 700,000 payment from David? She
what
was in
happened to
another
her after she
relationship.
got it?
Yeah, she
Probably
was
a
married. She was married to another person.
divorce. Yo,
She pressed ejection to that in that relationship.
yo,
So she came up and was like, "Yeah, this is not for me."
I'm done.
Split from that man as well. So, hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, people hurt their kids, and we're gonna talk about that from a real time perspective in the second topic. We're gonna talk about Brittany Renner, which is doing the same thing with her kid. What you said, the that's the word, microaggressions, which you said.
Mhm.
Microaggressions that will trigger the kid into becoming a loser just like the mom. If he chooses the wrong path, let's make that clear.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, RJ?
Godspeed and it's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna get crazy. F- and one last thing, David is saying, I'm gonna play that real quick. Fayus,
Boy, lie, you had zero fucking facts. And you came at me fucking hard, man. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Talking about all that deadbeat dad shit, absent dad shit. Unbelievable, man. You guys had zero facts. None whatsoever. You heard one side of the story and took it and ran. You know what? So what's funny, man, is I got people, let me see if I can find this real quick. I'll find it real quick here. Navy SEAL David Goggins exposed as deadbeat dad. Look at this. This is one of so many things. There's people out here on TikTok. Yeah, you out there on TikTok, man. You saw something. You saw something that my daughter put up, and you took that. You were looking. A lot of you are looking for a reason to hate, and that's a sad thing, man. No facts. Hearing one side of the story. And you know why I didn't say anything? I didn't say anything for years. This has been happening to me. This whole deadbeat dad thing has been happening to me for years. And I never said anything. You know why? Because no matter how much my daughter and her mother do not like me, it is still my daughter and my child's mother. So I took the high road and took the high road. It didn't get a lot of views and whatnot, but this one right here got a lot of views. And a lot of you came out here making your videos. And then what happened was I went to a speaking gig. And with all of this out here about David Goggins being a deadbeat dad, I got asked a question. So I'm the kind of person that attacks things head on. So I attacked it head on. I didn't want to answer the question. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. I'm all about talking about myself. I'll tell you whatever you want to know about me. I have nothing to hide. And honestly, it would have been a lot easier if I was a deadbeat dad. Because what I would do is I would just come out and tell you all, hey, man, I was fucked up. My childhood led me down a bad direction, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? That's not the truth. There's no truth behind it. So I got asked the question, hey, how do you feel? I just came back on social media and they said, how do you feel about being called a deadbeat dad? It's a very painful thing. It's a thing that I didn't want to address because once again, I have to talk about my daughter, talk about my ex-wife. I'm not going to really address it now. But what I am going to address, but that said, if y'all want to see that, that video on the question I got asked, it's Maddie W. So search Maddie W. David Goggins TikTok. You'll see it out there. That video's out there. She was at my speaking engagement and she taped the whole thing. But something that's very funny is a lot of you that make videos on me out here being a deadbeat dad and all this other shit, you guys had no information. You guys came out here. And then when I answered that question and that video went up, guess what happened? A lot of you made these videos trying to apologize to me. The damage is done. You guys came out here to defame my name. I have changed a lot of people's lives. God gave me the ability to change a lot of people's lives through my suffering, through what I went through, which is why I'm so vulnerable, which is why I don't have secrets. I'll tell you anything you need to know about me. But once again, I wasn't going to come out here and talk bad about my daughter or even my ex-wife.
I have nothing else to say. I mean, he's it's respectable. You don't want to hurt your daughter, even though she's talking crazy. You're like, yo,
Yeah,
I
she's
have to
talking wild.
continue. He chose the path of, you know what? Do what you want to do. I'm gonna continue living my life, which what I said, which is you said it's theoretically, but he's doing it. You have to break off because you cannot continue fighting for someone who doesn't want to talk to you.
That's true.
You can't. You can't. Anyway,
That's true.
Ajay, you can close off.
Yes, guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about this story? Do you think that, notwithstanding what David Goggins said, that he's still a deadbeat dad and that he can do better? Let us know. Do you think that or do you agree with what he says, and do you agree with our takes? Let it be known, and the best thought, the best comment will have a chance to be mentioned in a future show as the thought of the week. If you want extended topics that we couldn't fit in today's show, it's in this week's email drop. Join the newsletter below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories. KR.
Yes, yes. Let's go to the second topic of today, which is Brittany Renner, who is trying to do the same thing with her son and his dad, who is in the NBA. Fair use.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's what it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Pussy ass
Hey, you wish I
bitch.
would.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking
Oh,
at?
that's on my way. Bitch.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that
You don't
bitch.
got shit in your
Get out
bank
the car.
account.
Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Can I see the last part again?
Which
Where
part?
he
When he
is, where he's putting the kid in the car.
that part. Okay.
Right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's what it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
Suck dick.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that bitch?
Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking
Oh,
at?
that's on my way. Bitch.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
Bitch, you don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that
You don't
bitch.
got shit in your
Get out
bank
the car.
account.
Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
You don't pay for ish either. Only $11,000 in your son's bank account. Hey, KR, you get kids with. That's what happens when you get kids with borderline streetwalkers. I mean, what else can you expect? What else can you expect, KR? I mean, in any case.
Yeah, it's sad. I think so starting from the top. Brittany says by the way, she got a lot of backlash for this. I don't think she expected to get this much backlash. I think people are much more honest about the relationship certain moms have with their kids and the father of their kids. A lot of people are starting to be honest with regards to how sometimes moms put batteries in their kids' back to do weird stuff like this. So probably what I would think what happens is that the kid, he feels the stress situation. I don't know what the mom is telling the kid when the dad is not there. But as soon as the dad shows up, the kid sees the dad, he starts crying. We don't know why, but we know that probably like you said, microaggressions. The kids feel those as well. I don't know what she says to him, that maybe the dad is maybe going to do weird stuff, hurt him or whatever. The kid feels the stress for a moment and starts crying. And it's clearly staged. It's clearly staged because
They were planning. It's clear that the whole purpose was to record this and to either go to social media. How dumb do you have to be? It is most likely just to I don't know what
well,
she was trying to do.
I think she was trying to create a storyline. She wants to
For sure,
monetize the game.
inshallah. But
Well,
like
it's
a
not
month
inshallah
ago,
anymore. It's
I
it's
know, but a
it's
month ago
clapping
she was
cheeks.
inshallah, and now she's I don't
She's
think I'm
back
even
on the
pronouncing that right.
streets. She's back.
Now
She's
she's
back on
back
the
on the
street.
streets, man.
She's back on the streets. It's clear that you can clearly see this already. You get the kid is
Okay, hold on, pause.
pause. What are you pausing for? Hold on, pause.
This is what we're not doing.
This is not what we're not doing. Guess what? It's a court order. It's a court order to pass the kid to the dad. So I don't know what you're trying to say. There's two ways to monetize this, RJ. Either she wants to create like this former basketball wife kind of thing to be part of reality shows, or she wants to push for more custody time, which also leads to more money. Both of them leads to more money for her,
At
but
the end of the
she's
day, at the end
sacrificing
of the
the
day,
kid. The kid is put on the chopping block for her financial gains. But you want to say something? Continue.
at the end of the day, it's about money.
Yeah.
And in her case, she doesn't have anything to add other than attention. So what she can sell is her beauty because she's beautiful from an objective point of view. That's what she has to sell.
It's past
But the
tense.
clock is
Should
ticking.
be should be past tense, but okay. The clock is
What?
ticking. Okay, you're going towards the past tense, kind of.
Well, well, so
Well, actually, it's
I
already
didn't say
past
hot.
tense.
I'm saying beautiful. She has beauty,
Yes.
but she doesn't she reached the point, especially after the first kid, because I don't know if you're going to talk about that, but I saw her talking to Michael Porter Jr. Did you see that? I sent it to you
Did you
on
send it to
IG.
me? Let me see.
Was it Michael Porter Jr.? Yeah.
I'm
You
not
remember
sure.
Michael Porter, who was saying about who was talking about
Yeah,
missing
yeah,
shots? Well, I think we should
Oh,
also
not.
show that.
Hey. One thing I'll say this. One thing Brittany never lied about is the IQ level of the average NBA player. You cannot
Yeah.
hop on a podcast and start snitching on
Backtracking.
yourself like that. That's crazy, by the way. You can talking about a friend needs some money, so you help him out on the field. What are you talking about, dude? Come
Well,
on.
you have to. I think it's good to show this just to see what type of woman she is, just to illustrate what, and not to attack her personally, but it's not to attack her personally, but it's more to just show how women think, right? But and as it relates to, well, they're preying on dumbness of people to get
Yeah.
money, but yeah, it's clear what she was trying to do. She was trying to create a drama. So I didn't know that the dude was married and married with kids. So PJ Washington, I think.
I
So
don't think
he's
he has more kids. Does he have kids, really? I only thought that he married this new girl. At least I thought it's. Don't think they have brand new kids. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Is it PJ Washington? I don't want to get it
Yeah,
messed
it's
up.
PJ. It's PJ. Yeah. Because how do I know it's PJ? This is what he dropped right after the internet went off on Brittany. He dropped the "God is good," and someone responded to this. Ninja seen the internet was on his side, and you know the meme. You know the meme,
Yeah, I know
like
it. Yeah.
and then he smiles. Oh, oh man! And by the way, this happened in the same week of his birthday, and his girl gave him this. Fair use.
By far the best color.
Happy birthday.
That's why she's mad.
So, not sure what kind of money his girlfriend has, but he probably paid for
That's probably
himself
his money.
indirectly.
But
But
I
okay.
think,
And
but
also the third one, RJ. Before I gave you the word, he also signed a brand new deal of $90 million. $90 million for 4 years. And again, he repeats the same words. God is good. God is good, and my ex
all
is
the
still
time,
broke.
and all the time, amen. According to what's her name? What's the black conservative female that has a case against the French president?
You mean I know who you mean.
The well-spoken one. What's her name?
the
Candace Owens.
exactly,
Candace Owens. So
the well-spoken one.
Candace
Jesus.
Owens went to the Breakfast Club, and they tried to test her blackness. But when they say test blackness, it's always like, how ratchet are you? And so, but this wasn't a ratchet question. It was like, they said, finish the sentence. God is good, and the answer should be all the time, and all the time God is good. And then she said, God is good, amen. And they were clowning her for that. Even you knew that, I think.
Oh man, amen. Close it off.
Amen.
F you
Amen.
and whatever you want to say. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. So I think that that's why it's important to know who you have kids with.
Yes.
Brittany is a crash out because she doesn't have anything to lose. All she seeks is attention. All she seeks is she needs the attention. She needs attention from men, and men who are open to pay for her. I think she has an attitude problem. I think she also has a mental health problem, which a lot of people. So that's not.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement. But continue.
But I don't think she's a. Let me say, I don't think she's a stable person. And
You don't think?
there comes a point in time where
You don't think?
there comes a point in time where your beauty doesn't outweigh your insanity. And in those cases, then you're just a crazy, because before that, maybe she was like a crazy hot chick. And then the hot replaces the crazy. But I use the word beautiful, KaiR, because there's a difference between hotness and beautiful. Like Nia Long is still beautiful. And
Yeah.
beauty is a combination of how you look, but also how you present yourself. And I don't think Brittany is beautiful. And then she has like beautiful features. She has beautiful features, but I don't consider her like beautiful as if, let me say, from within.
Yeah,
She doesn't have
Taraji, I would say Taraji is still beautiful. Nia Long she packed niggas. So.
No, I like both. Taraji as well. Yeah, Taraji as well.
Nia packs niggas. So I don't know about.
You don't think so?
Do you want to hear from me?
Let's move on. We have other things to discuss.
I'm trying to talk. I mumbled it twice. I mumbled it
as
twice. You still didn't catch it.
as
I'm not
attorneys,
gonna.
as
I'm not gonna
attorneys.
open it up.
Okay,
Yell it.
then we move on. As attorneys, when you're examining someone, or your someone is on the witness stand, you don't ask questions when you don't know what the answers are
I
gonna be.
mumbled it twice. Go, guys. Go look back what I said. Who's our partner again? Nia Long.
Ime Udoka was
Oh, that's Ime. I know. Well, I could be wrong. Oh, I thought it was the other one, the one in
Which one?
Miami. What was
One
that
in-
again? The ninja in Miami. I got the. I got. By the way, my bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, I know. I know what you mean. I got the names wrong. Nia Long is still
Oh, you mean
beautiful.
yeah.
I got the names wrong. I got the
You mean
guys. There
you're,
are
you're
too many
talking about
B
you're talking
actresses.
about the simp maker. What's her name? Gabrielle Union is who you mean.
Yes, I got my bad. There are too many B actresses, black B actresses. I got them mistaken. Nia Long is still beautiful. It's Union. It's the
Nia Long is just beautiful.
Nia Long is still beautiful. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
That's the other girl who PEG's niggas. Anyway, let's continue. Guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what you think. Allegedly, by the way, I don't know if it's true. I've read stuffs on the internet. It's crazy. Internet is crazy these days. People come up with all these crazy stories, man. My God.
Where's brother Bilal when you need him, man?
Where's butter? yo. Oh man. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think Brittany Renner got an L? Let us know in the comments, RJ.
All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates here on the Double Touch Show. We discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Do exchange your thoughts and ideas with us, and you might get a chance to get a mention in a future show. Last but not least, subscribe to our newsletter. It's in the link below.
Yes. We go right away to the third topic of the day. PBD. Patrick Brett David. Offer the anti-capitalist a fully paid ticket to a communist country of their choice. Fair use.
There is no real incentive of capitalism because the incentive is survival.
If I
when
were
you get
to-
into communism, the incentive is for the common
I
good.
love that. I got an offer for you before we move on. If I were to give you your $2,350, which is the cost to renunciate your citizenship, and I paid you your first class, flight to whatever communist country, and $20,000 to
Name
spend
me
the
a
money,
communist country.
would you give up your citizenship to
Name
go
me
to
a
that
communist country, and I'll move
Whichever
out there.
communist country you want to go to.
Yeah,
Cuba, we
that's
can
not
give you
a communist
Venezuela,
country.
we give you North Korea, any one of those you want
Those
to go
aren't
to.
communist countries. None of these.
Choose any one of them. I'll give you one-way ticket, and I'll fund it for you if you want to.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Damn.
KR, wait. Did she just say that North Korea was not a communist country?
Well, it's the same old topic, RJ. I'll tell you this. I've been reading about this topic, and maybe as a kid, I was reading too much books. I think at the end of the day, that might have made me who I am today. It's the same topic I've seen since I was about 14. What do they always say? People who support this, they always say when you mention communist countries, they'll say that's not a real communism. Man, let me go back. I think it's here where he says it. Fair use.
And I paid you your first class, flight to whatever communist country, and $20,000 to
Name
spend
me
the
a
money.
communist country.
Would you give up your citizenship
Name
to go
me
to
a
that
communist
country?
country, and I'll move
Whichever
out there.
communist country you want to go to.
Yeah,
Cuba, we
that's
can
not
give you
a communist
Venezuela,
country.
we give you North Korea.
Cuba, Venezuela,
Those are communist.
North Korea.
What are they then?
They never
Korea,
answer it.
any one of those you want
Those
to go
aren't
to.
communist countries. None of these.
Choose any one.
They never. So they never. Anyway, you have the floor, Roger. You have the floor.
No, no,
I'll,
no.
I'll let
Finish your
you.
thought. What don't they ever do?
People who support communism, they all say the same thing. They only look at the theoretical base of communism. Theoretically, that's how it should work. Guess what? In
It
reality,
doesn't work like
it
that. No.
always changes into something else. It
Yeah.
always starts with that theory of, they call it giving back to the workers. But guess what also comes with that type of communism? It centralizes the power structure even more than capitalism. That's
And you
why
create,
usually
you create a country where the government has so much power that it can simply decide to increase taxes, to do whatever it wants to.
who
It will become a
works
poor country because companies can't earn profit, so they will leave the country. And what do the companies do? What do the states do then? Either they let them leave, or they say, nope. As of today, these are all state companies, and then they just remove the shareholders. It's just like a hostile takeover. But because
Yep.
they're so aggressive, they need to put money in defense, in the army, because they know that people are out to get to delete
revolt,
them, or
revolt. They will revolt eventually.
to assist them in fast tracking their trip to the afterlife. And so because they know that, they need to have soldiers, and before you know it, you have a dictatorship.
It always
And the
turns
same
into that.
people, you will see, I mean, no. And talk to people who come, if you talk to people who escaped communist countries, they'll tell you how bad it is, but they don't. It's like they're
But like,
segmenting their information.
scoping mechanism. The thing is, you know what it is with people who believe in this, and if you read a lot, you understand how they compartmentalize all these things. I do think that people who believe that have it bad, or they believe they, let's say, so there is always a reoccurring theme when it comes to people who support these kind of ideas. Usually these people are semi well, they have attended higher education, and they believe they are owed more than they are getting paid right now. They believe that they should earn more because of whatever thing they have written on a paper. Also, these people tend to be people who choose expertises that don't pay a lot. So, for example, gender studies. There is no market for no gender studies out here. That's why they are creating the market these days. There is that you cannot earn money with those studies, but they believe that because they have a higher education, they should get paid. And guess what? You go towards the philosophy that preaches that everyone earns the same amount, no matter their importance. So if you're a doctor, you spend 20 years in in school to learn how to do a surgery correct. You should earn the same amount as the person who is working assembling cars. putting bolts together, because theoretically that's the best way possible. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It the thing as well, and a lot of people don't understand this when it comes to, because they're saying it's not the real communism. Usually, in countries where there is a high level of, let's call it socialism slash communism, it hinders the development of everything in the market, because there is no incentive to innovate. Look at Soviet Union, with all the power they had, with all the might, all the money, they couldn't innovate for ish. Capitalism tries to innovate, because otherwise, if you cannot innovate, you won't survive. And there's a lot of aspects of this that people overlook. And I think a lot of people also, this is the thing with revolution in general, and this is the skewed view people have of revolutions. Revolutions are never down up, meaning it's not coming from the revolution how it's usually pushed. It's not by the people organically. It's usually pushed by the second tier of the community, those who are just not good enough to get in power. I'll give you an example. Let's talk about Che Guevara and the big Fidel Castro. Both of them of prominent families. Just above the higher tier.
Just above
Just
the higher
above
tier,
the higher. Yeah, under, my bad.
the lower
Just
tier.
under the higher tier. They're like second level.
Yeah,
It could be first level B. You can call it first
because
level
they
B.
have
But
like the intelligence. They have the intelligence. They can lead. They read. So they have
they
all
have
these.
they
So
have the semi connections, but their families are not the top tier families.
Mhm.
They push the revolution to get ahead of the number ones.
Mhm.
And then they rule for a long time. That's how it works. The people don't never they I've read so much, it's crazy. If you read about this stuff, you'll realize that a lot of these revolutions, they call it revolutions from and it's also with Iran the same thing. Iran is this it was the same thing. Iran was before the revolution, before you have the Ayatollahs and all that stuff, it was run by the Shahs. And I think PBD also talks about it, but before PBD started talking about it, I already read about it a lot of times. You'll see that the people who have pushed for the revolution were people that were just falling off the boat. Not the ones working in the boat, but that's how they finesse the people working in the boat. They promise them better living. If you support me, guess what? You have a better life. Usually it's not. It gets worse. Name me a communist country that didn't end up having lines for bread.
Yeah.
You have the floor. Been ranting for almost 2 minutes.
No, I think we're done here because guys, let us know. I mean, we can keep
Oh,
talking
we're
about it. Let
done?
us know if you
Okay.
want us. Yeah, let us know if you want us to tackle this topic more in depth in the future. I'll tell you one thing, KR. I think I've seen a couple of clips. I started watching it as well, but it's almost like 2 hours or over 2 hours.
Yeah, Jollibee, yeah.
So, but it's I mean, left and right, PBD they had no KR. You need money to pay for things. Where does money come from? Capitalism. You need incentives. But anyways, guys, let us know in the topic what you think. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates. Subscribe as well to our newsletter. Link is in the description box below. And the best comment will get a mention in a future show. So if you have one, do share it with us.
One thing people forget is that, like you said, you need money to fund these things. And if the country is not making money anymore, it will crash. That's what happened to Soviet Union. At a certain point, you don't have money to sustain the system.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. People make believe. Anyway, believe. Let's go to the fair rapid fire, man. Around the internet. Let's start right away with the craziest one for this week. Fair use.
I was sexually abused as a child. You know, I mean, that's not an easy thing.
You must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
Just, I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have to hop up. But
Yo, he was ready to slap the guy. What?
I was sexually abused as a child. You know, I mean, that's not an easy thing.
you must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
Look at his face. While he said what? He was looking him dead in the eye. What?
Just I'm gonna leave
Yo, the flinch he did. Like, yo, what the heck are you talking about? Look at this one.
you. I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have.
No, there's this part right here.
Just I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have to hop up. But
He was looking at the camera. Is this guy serious? Hey, man.
Is this your
Hey,
man?
Is this your homie? Is this who is this your king? Hey, I have another one that's in the same realm. This one was in the same level from Alex Hormazzi. I don't know if you've seen this, but they was crazy as well. Fair use.
40-year-old guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. Terrible, right? Rewind 200 years. 40-year-old guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. 100% normal. How is it trauma now and not trauma then? And mind you, like, this is not my statement. You have to pull an extreme example if we're going to talk about trauma to illustrate the concept, right? Mm-hmm. So if it's traumatic in one instance and not traumatic in another, then it means that we can basically change the cultural narrative that we're ascribing to our context and make it not traumatic.
That makes sense.
Right, which means it didn't matter. Which means the only thing that matters is that you chose to make it meaningful.
But let's say like the passing of a parent or like a loved one
100%.
or something like that.
If we think, like, we feel like we have a narrative that says, if I don't mourn, it means I didn't care about them, right? Mm-hmm. That's a statement of belief. I could say that if I don't mourn about them, it means I totally cared about them. Like, why does my mourning have any indication of how much I cared? 40-year-old guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. Terrible, right?
Bruh. Examples are the key to your point. If you start the example with a crazy, that's a crazy one, my man. Alex says a lot of things that are true. Business-wise, I understand what he's trying to do. But starting that example, that was crazy. RJ.
I mean, that's also
trauma.
a key.
It wasn't
That's
trauma
also
then.
a key that can also be used as a key to the prosecutor's case.
My God.
And I'm not saying because I understand what he's trying to.
I understand
exactly what he's trying to say. I understand exactly what he's trying to say.
Come on.
What he's trying to say is that context matter and that
shift of
perspective,
context, yeah.
shift of perspective. But
yeah, that's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. Let's go to the next one. Oh man, this one. These are the. By the way, I don't know if you know this podcast, but in this podcast, there's one guy that's always the crash out, and you've seen it before, but it's always the same guy who says the craziest stuff. Guys, let's take a look. Fair use.
The Grady Dick jersey swaps are legendary. They first started off with Bruce Brown and him side by side in the game checking in, but when him and Anthony Black did that jersey swap, it's one of the most pettiest things of all time. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if David Stern was still alive,
I'm not seeing anything.
Would be suspended for the year.
You're not sharing it, I think. Or are you?
I'm sharing it.
Now I can see it. I didn't see it.
Let
Okay,
me
start again.
restart. Let me restart. Fair use.
The Grady Dick jersey swaps are legendary. They first started off with Bruce Brown and him side by side in the game checking in. But when him and Anthony Black did that jersey swap, it's one of the most pettiest things of all time. I'm going to tell y'all right now, if David Stern was still alive, you would be suspended for the year. The Magic official Twitter account posted that. I said, oh, y'all tweaking. I wish that last name was Junior. You know when they do like the 2 swipes? Black double strikes with the pause. That's nuts. Hey, Nas did a little tweet. He said, why everybody keep telling me to do a jersey swap with Grady Dick? But I see Kobe White said I'm next. Man, help him and Rudy Gay. Hey. Now, what team would be on the front of that jersey? Dogs. Hey, we have to go here next.
This guy right here is the crash out of the podcast. He not gonna say he's not right, but he's so always when he says something, it turns out into people looking at him like, yo, what the heck? Why did you say
You went too
that?
far. You went too far.
Too far. You went too far. Because he's right.
Next week.
Yo, hey, yo, that's crazy. But that was a crazy time with that whole. I think that whole swap. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. RJ.
So I knew they were making jokes. I always thought that they were photoshopping the videos, but I don't think David Stern can discriminate based on last name. That's crazy. You can't. You can't. You can't. Here. Can you imagine him?
Man.
Can you imagine him swapping jerseys with Josh Hart? I mean, you write it with a T, but it doesn't matter, right? And you can put it either before or after. I mean, it's
Hey, let me stand on that side. Let me stand on that side. Hey, this is better. Hey, man, what's wrong with people, man? Oh, man. Anyway.
Next.
Fair use.
What's going on? This shit is bothering me. What's happening right here at this table right here?
I used to work with him at Jags.
Used to work where?
At Jags, the car place.
Jags, the car place?
Yeah, like I like cars and stuff like that.
Okay. What the fuck does that got to do with you sitting next to this white man in the front row?
I know.
It do. It look crazy. So explain yourself. Okay, you talking too fast.
You know what I mean? Like, it's normal.
This is normal for you. Yeah. So how you know him though?
From where I used to work.
Oh, y'all used to work together.
He can build cars and stuff like that. He writes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he do all that. And what do you do?
I like cars.
You like cars. He builds
You
them.
also supposed to keep somebody no cars in your pocket. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo.
Bitch, if that's your sugar daddy, just say that. Yeah. This whole jump through all these hoops and loops. I like cars and he builds them, so we just came to the comedy show together. No, you pop that ass and he give you cash. He clapped it out too. My boy.
Yo, this is when this is when people crash out usually. When you give them the dap, like it's a sealed deal. Look at what happens next.
Yeah, he like, bitch, you know what the fuck be going on. The fuck's coming up, you better relax. Now, he's crashing out because he shook my hand. He never said that he had none of that pussy. I just said that he had some of it. You turned red, and I believe that he did get some of that pussy. Now you trying to deny it in front of all of us. But you better get your rent paid. We figuring out how to do ours. Don't worry about it. How much that's gonna cost though, just for that? What you gonna? You can't negotiate no penalty price. That's a fine. You can't negotiate no fine. How much you want to pay for the fine for saying you got some of this pussy? So you wouldn't let him hit it though? You wouldn't let him? Oh, there you go. You just need to shut the fuck up at this point. Just don't shut up. They gonna be hitting your phone up like, bitch, what you was doing up in there with him? She going viral. They gonna be like, Keisha was in there with Mr. Fred, y'all, at the time of the show.
Hey, man.
She was crashing out. Man. She was
Crashing
crashing
out. Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. Don't sit too close to the podium, man. Just sit a bit. If you don't want them
If
to
you don't
talk
want
to
them
you,
to talk to you, then if you're gonna sit in the front, you know that they're gonna talk to you.
yeah, that's part of the show.
I went to a comedy show once in New York, and one of the acts talked to me. They're gonna talk to you. They're gonna involve you.
Yes, it's part of the usual scheme. I have to say this: the banter back and forth. If the comedian does that a lot during this whole set, it means he didn't prepare the show that well. But sometimes they add a part of this in their setup in order to engage the
Yeah, well,
public.
the this one didn't. This one didn't. It was just like he was talking. I don't remember the joke, but he was
Yeah.
his topic was uncircumcised sons. And then he looked at me.
Uncut. You should have just said
and at
uncut.
that part of the joke, at that part of the act, he felt the need to talk to me. It's like,
Yo, what the heck? Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, anyway, so yeah, great bit, by the way, great bit, and yeah, Keisha, make sure you get your rent paid, man. Fair use, last one. Did you see this one? They launch a luxury yacht. Oh, it's leaning. It's giving that fiend lean. Oh no! There goes the $3 million yacht. 50. Oh ho ho! Sheesh! Oh man! Oh man! Yep. That's it. Gone. And look at this. He's like, yeah, I'm the captain. I'm gonna jump off because ain't no way out. This can't be safe anymore. So this happened in Turkey. They were trying to launch a brand new. It's a $1 million luxury yacht, and it sank within minutes of launch.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, that's it for today. Ajay.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're still here with us, you're a real one. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. We do appreciate your support. Remember as well that the best comment might get a chance to to get a shout out in a future show. So if you have a hot take, let us know and subscribe to the newsletter below. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.